Alright, let's do this. Good morning, everybody. Daniel here. I want to get straight into the point and talk about prayer today. What is prayer? From a scientific point of view, these days people are coming out to say prayer doesn't work. Christians or religious people on the other hand will tell you, prayer changes things and prayer works. So who's telling the truth and who's lying? I'll ask a simple question. If you were hungry, would you rather I pray for you or would you rather that I feed you? That answer is pretty obvious. But let's go a bit deeper. What makes prayer work for those who say it works? How do you explain miracles? I know miracles do happen, but I do believe there's a scientific explanation for it. Let me go back a bit. Before Alexander Graham Bell, invented the phone, it was an absurd notion that you can stay in one place and communicate with someone somewhere else. Of course, the Tibetan monks already had telepathy to do this, but to the shallow mind, telepathy was a weird concept. However, when Alexander invented the telephone, his friends even took him to a psychiatric ward. At least so I read. I wasn't there. But the point is, it was such a notion that he picked up on, and he created a scientific contraption to help you do telepathy, because technically that's what it is. You communicate your thoughts from one place to another without physically being in that other place, and the other person can hear you. That's what a telephone is. It was crazy at the time, but now it's no longer crazy. So let me go out on a limb here and say that prayer is a focus of your thoughts on a particular goal. That's actually what prayer is. Something they didn't teach us back in primary school. They were supposed to, but they didn't. And that thing is this. Our brains are like radios. They send out signals, they receive signals. Okay? These signals are invisible, kind of like your radio waves or your Bluetooth. And if I'm thinking a thought, if someone else is on that same frequency, they can pick up on that thought. It works with thoughts, it works with feelings. Now, these are real things. I'm not talking weirdness here. This is science. Go on Google, go on YouTube. It's all there. When I think a thought, it vibrates, and then people on that same frequency can pick up that thought. That is how I can be thinking of somebody, and before I know it, the person will send me a text or the person will call me. Pure science. And it's along these scientific lines that prayer does work. I may be broke. I may need 5,000 naira or dollars, depending. And I start thinking about it. Not kneeling down to say some being should give it to me, no. But I start thinking about it. I want this. How do I get this? Two things would happen. If I am consistent in the thought process, my brain will give me ideas on how to get that money, maybe a person to call. Or those signals can be sent out, and someone on that same vibrational level could actually call me, or other things will be put into place to make that happen. But the idea is you must have a clear focus on what you want, and that is what prayer is. Prayer is not going down on your knees and talking to some being who you think is outside of you. No. Prayer is actually communicating thoughts to your subconscious mind so that your own brain can give you ideas on how to accomplish that goal. I used to be a very fat kid. I didn't go down to pray on my knees, even though, yes, I was still Christian at the time. I didn't go down on my knees to pray that God should make me lose weight. It would sound silly, right? But go on YouTube, there are pastors who are actually praying people to lose weight. I mean, it sounds silly, but it's happening. I didn't go down on my knees and pray to lose weight. No, I started working out. And that was 12 freaking years ago. Step by step by step by step by step. And I stopped being a fat kid. I used to have an issue with focus. I couldn't focus on things. Well, I'm still like that, but now I can focus on what I want to focus on. I don't force myself. Again, I didn't go down on my knees and ask some being to make it happen. Excuse me. I didn't go down on my knees. I took the right steps. The first step to real prayer should be asking yourself what you really want, and then searching your brain, reading books, sleeping on it, asking yourself what you really want, and then looking for ways to get it. It is not about asking some external being for something and then going to sleep waiting for that external being to make it happen. There is no external being. I've already explained this. When you think, your thoughts vibrate, they go out and then attract similar thoughts. This is all there is to prayer. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Thanks.